Hi, and welcome to Empty Nest Creations. Today we're going to be taking this old cabinet door and making a sign out of it. So it already has stain around the frame part, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to paint it, and I'm using a new paint line that I'll be carrying in my local retail space. It's called Country Chic Paint. This is an all-in-one clay-based paint, and it has low VOCs, which are good for the environment. VOCs are the chemicals that a lot of paint and cleaning products have in them. They're bad for you and bad for the environment. So these have been tested, and they are low VOCs. Now this color that I'm using today is Cobblestone. Let's see if that will clear up. It is a gray color. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. And this is the first time I've opened this one, so I'm gonna have to take this seal off. You can see that it's a nice gray color, and I'm going to use a small paintbrush so that I can be really careful around the edges and not get it on the part that's already been stained. So I'm going to point the camera down, excuse my hand, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. This paint is thick, fairly thick, so it should cover in just 1 to 2 coats. And I'm just going to paint this on, taking my time around the edges so that I don't get any on the stain part. Now, like I said, I will be carrying this in my retail space at J&G's Flea Market here in Prattville, Alabama. So if you're local to the River Region area in Alabama, you'll be able to go there and purchase this paint. They have lots of different colors to choose from, and I'm just now getting started. So I have this small trial size, which I think is great. If you just want to kind of try it out, try color out and see how it works in your home or with your other pieces in your home. These small 4-ounce sample jars are $9.95. And this one little container, you could do several small projects with, or one medium-sized project with. So now I've got the entire frame kind of cut in, and so now I'm going to just go ahead and cover all of the section in the middle. This paint has no odor, so you can use it in your home. Like I said, it's great for home decor because it has low VOCs. Then you can use it on children's furniture and children's toys without having to worry. They also sell a line of top coats and finishing products. So they have a clear coat, they have glazes that are tinted, they also have wax. So if you want to use the wax on top, can do that as well. There's lots of different products, and over the next few weeks I will be showing some of those on here so you can see how they work. I'm hoping to eventually be able to sell these products online as well. So if you're not in this local area, then please stay tuned for that. You see how quickly and easily this is covering. This one coat is covering really well. So I'll let it dry for a few minutes once I finish. At least 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll come back in for a second coat. But if you look, that covered really, really well on just one coat. So like I said, this is a chalk paint. It is clay based. It's an all-in-one decor paint. So you don't have to prep your surface. You can just clean it. You don't want any oils or dirt or grime on your surface, because of course that will repel the paint. So you want to make sure your surface is clean, but you don't have to sand, you don't have to take any other coats off or anything like that. Just clean your piece and then start painting. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like once this first coat is dry, and then we'll put the second coat on. Okay, so this has had a few minutes to dry, and as you can see, it's got a pretty nice coat already on for the first coat, but up close I can see that I missed a couple of spots, and it's a little thinner in some spots than others. So I am going to go ahead and do a second coat. I'm just going to again be very careful around the edges. Work on putting a nice even coat all around. Because this is a clay-based paint, if you want to distress your piece after you've finished, it's really easy to distress. You can distress with sandpaper, or you can wet distress. They recommend that you let your piece dry for around an hour if you're going to wet distress, and then go ahead and distress. The longer the paint sits, it cures while it's sitting, and so it should be fully cured after about 7 days. And so you can definitely, you would want to wet distress pretty quickly and then let your piece cure. Now that doesn't mean if you're painting a chair or something that you can't use it before it's fully cured. You could definitely use it. You just don't want to clean it vigorously. If you have to clean it during that time, you just want to really lightly clean so that you're not pulling the paint up. And like I said earlier, they do sell finishing products. So you have clear coat, you have antiquing glazes, tinted glazes, and you also have natural wax and tinted wax. So if you want to, antique the piece, you can use an antiquing wax, or if you just want to seal your piece, you can use the clear wax or the clear top coat. Okay, that quickly, we've got the second coat on, so we are going to go ahead and let that dry, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks once it's finished drying. Okay, so this is all dry now. It's got 2 coats of the Cobblestone paint. This is a really nice gray color, and like I said, it really mostly covered in one coat. I just needed to touch up a few spots that I didn't cover really well with the first coat. But now that that's good and dry, I cut out a saying from my Cricut. It's just that she has fire in her soul and grace in her heart. And this was just something that was already designed on Cricut Design Space. But if you don't have a Cricut, you can always use a stencil. Here's one that I picked up at Hobby Lobby for a couple of dollars. And it just says, "Be still and know that I am God." This would fit really perfectly on here as well. And you could use a different color of paint. This is called Sunday Tea. So a light gray. And then this one is also a light gray. And it's called Lazy Linen. So you could use either one of these to stencil a sign on. But since I already had this cut out, I was going to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to peel it up. Sometimes this takes a second, but we get this peeled up. For some reason, it's being challenging today. It doesn't all want to stick to the transfer tape. I don't know why this is being so challenging today. Usually it comes right off the backing. Okay, whew. That was a challenge. But now it's all off on the transfer tape. So I'm just going to eyeball it and center it on my frame. Lay it down. And then I'm just using my little squeegee tool to press it all down onto the frame. And then we'll just start peeling off the transfer tape. And again, to go slow. Things aren't peeling off, just rub it back down again and keep working. Once I have the transfer tape off, I just go back over all of it, make sure it's nice and attached, all sealed down really well. And there you have it. It'd beautiful sign. This would be a perfect gift for mom for Mother's Day or birthday gift. Super simple. All in all, even with drying time, this only took like a couple of hours. If you're going to use a vinyl transfer, you want to make sure that you do give your paint time to really dry and set up so that it doesn't lift back off when you pull the transfer tape off. But super simple. I really do love this paint. Country Chic Paint. It's clay based. It's good for the environment, good for you. It's a nice thick consistency, and it has low VOCs, which are the chemicals that you find in cleaning products and other paint products. And so with it being low VOC, you can use it inside your home without having to worry about any fumes or anything like that. And again, it's good for children's furniture, children's toys even. You could use this on that because it's good and safe. You could go ahead and use a clear coat on this piece to seal everything in, or you could use a wax to seal it in. Because this is just a piece of decor that's going to hang on a wall, it's not something that's going to be touched over and over. I think it's okay to not seal it. But definitely if it was going to be something that you're going to use a lot, hands are going to be touching it, things like that, you would want to use a wax or a clear coat. Country Chic sells both of those as well. There's a natural wax, which is clear. Basically it's just a natural color. And then there's a tinted wax. This is antiquing wax. And so this is a little darker, and it gives you kind of an antique, old, rustic look. So you can definitely use those on your products as well. So remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this kind of content. I will be sharing some other projects using some of these paints as well. So stick around for those. Share this video with your friends. And again, you can find all of these Country Chic paint products at my retail booth, which is at J&G's Flea Market in Prattville, Alabama. My booth number is B440. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.